Hi, it's end of day 2 with Tiffany and Tony.
On Norwegian Escape.
Our Norwegian Escape. We've had an eventful day in a good way. So we want to try to capture our day from the beginning to the end. And we're going to start with our breakfast buffet. So, do you want to go first, or do you want?
I just had an omelet. It was their buffet is not as good as as Princess or Holland. It's just standard buffet. It's not anything at all special.
I didn't like it at all. To me, the selection wasn't a bad selection, but it was just not the selection that I wanted. It was just very basic. I mean, they had bacon, they had what was it, potatoes? It's like hash browns,
stuff.
Just your basic stuff. They had fruit and vegetables. Just fruit. I don't think there were any vegetables. Yogurt. I ended up getting just plain yogurt, and I did find an omelet. I think it was an omelet with cheese. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like an egg that made like an omelet, and cheese was just dropped in the middle, and it wasn't great at all. I mean, it was like a child made it, and probably could have made it better. So I was a little disappointed, but I don't normally eat breakfast, so it didn't ruin my day. But that was our experience with the breakfast buffet, and how we liked Princess's buffet a lot more.
Correct.
And we were talking about, and this is just because we just were on a cruise, 6 weeks ago, somewhere around there. So we were on a 13-day cruise with the Caribbean Princess, and we were just, this is something very fresh for us to compare. I think we said there's 2 pools. And were we at the main pool today?
We were at the main pool, and the other one is just a kid's pool. So
one pool then.
Here's a boat that's much larger than the Caribbean Princess, with one pool just for the Haven, which is a exclusive private area, and then one main pool, and then a kid's pool. Whereas on the Caribbean Princess, you had three large pools for the entire boat, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So it was a bit crowded today. Not bad. To me, it wasn't bad because we were able to find the seat. It wasn't like crazy, but if you looked at the pool was full of people. There was no splashing around or trying to swim or anything like that. You went in there to get wet, and that was it.
Yeah, Tony did, well, we made an effort to get out there early. So Tony went and got us our chairs, and to be respectful to the rules of not hogging the chairs and claiming chairs and then not showing up until hours later. We had our breakfast and went right to our chairs. So we planned all that out to get there early, and I think we were there 9:30 at the pool, maybe.
Oh yeah, we were there 9:30 till 4:30.
Yeah, we were there all day. And he did get a fantastic spot. So he planned all that out, and we had sun, but then we had shade. It was really nice, perfect. We did hear some people, because it probably around, it was after lunch, maybe 2-ish, 3 o'clock maybe, they were saying, well, there's a 15-minute rule, and if there's nobody in a chair for 15 minutes, you can claim it. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's so many people in the hot tub and in the pool. Please do not claim somebody's chair unless you know that they're absolutely left. Thankfully they didn't, they moved on. But I did get a little nervous after hearing that. The hot tub, Tony got in it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
It was shoulder to shoulder.
It was packed
with people. Now, there was also another hot tub on the opposite side of us, and I think you said it was the same.
It was packed also.
I thought about getting in the pool at one time, and I looked in and was like, that's just so crowded. So, but I was content where I was.
But interesting enough, I went on all the water slides, and I didn't have to wait for hardly anything.
Yeah, they were moving quite fast. So anyway, that was, I just thought it was a bit crowded, and I thought for people who maybe find that disturbing, if you're going to be on this ship, I would say pack your patience, because you're really just going to have to either get up and get out there early, and just accept that this is what it is, and try not to.
That's if you want it poolside. If you want it on one of the other decks, there's plenty of space.
Yes, plenty of space, but this is just if you're one of those people that I have to be by the pool for that.
Correct.
Let's see, the next thing were cocktails. My cocktails were good today, but I stuck with pina coladas by the pool, and then I did a espresso martini, which is like a coffee martini, and everything was well made.
Yeah, I had no problems today. I made sure to be specific on how to make it, and everything was great. No problem at all. And then we also went to the specialty dining
the next
tonight.
is specialty dining, which is the People's Republic. Is that what it was? I get everything mixed up. People's Republic?
Food Republic.
Food Republic. And we went there to have sushi, and that was really good. It wasn't a great big selection, but I think there were, 6 of them? 7?
Yeah, there were 6 different types of sushi that you could get.
Yeah. And we enjoyed it. The dessert was wonderful. It was some kind of matcha tea, green tea, I think is what it is. Green tea, like a brownie. It was really unique. I liked it, but I stuffed myself with so much sushi that I was about to burst. So I didn't get to finish it. But I do have a picture of all that. And you, Tony?
I like the sushi. I mean, we ordered 6 rolls, so
I think
we didn't have any problem.
I think they thought we were going to stay there for quite a while. They made a comment that he really likes sushi. Let's see, navigating the ship. That was something we put down as a focus for us every day. I
have no problems. That was one thing about Princess. It was divided. It was hard. There were couple decks where you had to go down or up a deck to get to the aft or to the front. Why they did that, I have no earthly idea, but this ship is like most ships where at any floor you can go from front to back, which makes everybody's life a lot easier.
Yeah, now I find that if I don't know where something's at, I feel comfortable that I can just look at the guides that they have around, usually by the elevators and a few other places, to where you can just quickly go and look, and everything's well explained, and it seems to be very well laid out, so there's not a problem. Bathrooms for me have not been a problem. I know on the Princess sometimes it was, where's that bathroom at again? Shouldn't there be one around here somewhere? These are just, they seem to be intuitively in the right place.
Correct.
I would say, yeah.
Like most ships. I mean, all the other ships that we've gone, other than the Caribbean Princess, have not been awkward in their design.
Yeah. So, entertainment. I know that you want to say some things.
We went to see the Choir Boys, which was a fantastic, probably the best show I've ever seen on a ship.
Absolutely.
And this young lady got to go on stage and be part of the Pina Colada song.
Yes. Oh, and I love that.
So we have that video. We will be playing it.
Yeah. And what was funny about it is, Tony said, okay, we're going to do this show tonight, this for entertainment. And then we went to see a comedian, which we'll talk about that in a second. And everything's fine. The line was really long, so thankfully we did get there a good 30 minutes early. We get our seat, and we were about 4 or 5 rows up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the end seat of the aisle, and he went to go and get a beverage, and then I said, I think I'm going to trade with you because I don't want to be on the outside because I don't want to be called up on stage. He goes, don't worry about it. You'll be fine where you're at. They're not going to call you up. Well, I thought I was fine because they called 3 people up. No, you said you didn't.
I didn't.
They called 3 people up, and I was like, good, this is over. I survived. gosh, they called me up, picked me out of
They didn't call her up. They came and grabbed her up.
Yes, they did. And I was so nervous. My legs were shaking. And Tony said, I just thought you were kind of like moving to the music. I don't know if you can see it on the video. I hope not. But I was really scared and nervous. And it was a lot for me. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. I totally recommend it. And I agree with Tony. It's the best show that we have seen so far on any of the cruises, even going way back to the beginning, I think.
I would agree.
The comedian.
Yep.
We just saw a comedian. I forgot his name already.
Babinga.
That's it. Really good. This was supposed to be the adult show, and
it was an adult show, and it was not dirty. It was really, he was a good, clean comedian. I was impressed.
Yes, because we've seen a comedian similar to this guy, and his idea of adult, for the adult hour, was just dropping F-bombs where they didn't need to be. They just didn't have a purpose or anything. It was just like, okay, I got to make this an adult show, so I'm going to drop the F-bomb and call it an adult show. But he wasn't that funny, and that was on the Princess Caribbean. He was one of the several comedians that they had. But this guy was funny, and it was just good, clean humor. I mean, not that I'm picky about the humor that I listen to or what have you, but no, I'm not. I'm really, I mean, I'll laugh at dirty jokes and stuff like that, but he was funny. He had me laughing, and it was just all relatable to just being a parent and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we enjoyed him. I thought he was really good. Not the best, but he was really good. The next thing we were going to talk about, we've got people on the ship. We've made ourselves a list. So every day we're trying to think of what are the things we want to focus on for these end of the day conversations. So people on the ship, we wrote it down, but do we really have anything
to say? It was just, we were just comparing the people on Norwegian versus Princess versus Holland. And it just seems to be a younger crowd.
A lot less scooters around.
Yeah, and more mixed young families. But it was good because it wasn't like Royal Caribbean where there's a ton of young families. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's just to show the differences in the mix. So here, like Princess was much more of a more retirement crowd. Mm-hmm. Here seems to be a good mix of retirement and people who this is their vacation. So it was good.
Yeah. Although I will say I typically like less children. I mean, they've been fine. I haven't had a problem, but I guess I want to get away from young kids. But I mean, that's me. So we did have one thing today where they had an announcement that was difficult to understand.
Yeah, Princess and Holland, it was very clear when they made an announcement over the speaker system. Here it was just Charlie Brown.
I don't know what the lady said.
We don't know what they said, and it was okay. It didn't make any difference to us.
So we got two more things to just touch on. One thing that is a problem for me, and Tony's going to look into it because we talked to somebody in line for the show earlier and asked them this question. There are no TV channels. When I say no TV channels, they're the news channels, and then there's a couple of what they call movies, but they're like Grease. They're just random old movies.
Again, I think it's just the remote control. It doesn't have a guide button.
Well, this guy
on
was
it. That's
saying
what this other guy said, and he said it has a full complement of channels. So we're going to check that. So we're not going to say nothing about it until we check it tomorrow.
We're going to check it, but right now we don't have access to it for whatever reason. And it's been bothering me because our last two cruises, you had you could watch all kinds of shows. You can watch movies, you could watch series.
It's just like cable TV. You got all these channels. You got like 70, 80 channels.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was something, and we like to watch TV before we fall asleep at night. So that's something I'm a little bit not happy about, but we're going to see if it's just us. But if it is us and it is our TV, then it's going to add to the room issue that we had, which was the smoke smell. So Tony went and talked again about it, and the guy was very nice. Our room attendant is a super nice guy, but I told him, I said, when somebody smokes in a room, probably for an entire week, and this person probably was a chain smoker because it smells just like the casino.
There's carpet burns.
Yeah, there's some cigarette burns in the carpet, and I told him, I said, it's just in the fibers, and it's just going to be a difficult thing. But luckily I brought some air freshener spray, so I've been spraying things down. But they have been trying to make a conscious effort, but it's just something unfortunate for the room attendant, because I mean, when somebody smokes in a small space there's no windows to, I guess there is ventilation in here, but it's not like if you have a window or a door that goes to the outside. And the person, I don't know, they had to smoke packs of cigarettes. I mean, it was for me. I mean, Tony says he didn't smell it, but I could.
No, I haven't had good sense of smell since COVID, so that's why I can't be a good judge of it.
So, but I think that the problem they had, it was very fresh when we came in here. It was a fresh smell or scent. I guess it's not a smell. So I don't know what they did. They were going to try some other things. So they are making an effort on that. So I do want to say that. All right, tomorrow we're in Cozumel, and we're planning on getting off of the ship for just a little bit of sightseeing. We don't have any excursion planned for there. And we're going to pick up a couple of souvenirs, and then we're just
going to hang out.
We're going to come back to the ship, and really the ship is kind of our destination, so we're going to explore it some more. And I think we're going to go and try where they have a grotto at.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's the
H2O spice area.
Yeah, it's got like a little waterfall area.
Yep. Has a couple hot tubs, no pool, but lots of seating area.
So we're going to see if we can get a space up there and see what that's like. And we'll let you know. So
right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.